What is up, guys? Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Young Text YouTube on Dreams. Follow me there because I create games, artwork, and of course tutorials here and on Dreams to where you can learn how to do things very quickly. Today we're going to be talking about how to trim in Dreams PS4. Of course you can trim it by pretty much, moving it down by holding R2 at the beginning or the end and then just moving it and copying it and pasting it if that's the way you want to trim it. That is one way you can trim it, but it's not effective. You can't it can take longer. Another way to trim it is by pressing L1 and X on the file. You can get into this mode called Slice Mapper. You have to click this up here, Slice Mapper View. Right here you can trim it from the start in the beginning, so if you were to move this all the way back, you'd see those little pink and rainbowy dots right there, symbolizing where we are in the play sequence on the playhead. And then you can make the endpoint. These are the layers that you can put in here. Like you have different sounds right here, so you can sample and stuff if you want to. And effectively it's got a bass note and a fine tune. I'm going to talk about something very important right after this, how to clear up your vocals. So that is very important, and that's equally as important it is to this. So how do we test this though? How do we test to make sure it works? So first let me show you this. Okay. Okay, so this is the length it has to be. And then let's go ahead and try it. Okay, so how do we test it from here? We're going to move it forward, see if it takes as long to get it to start. So this is how you trim in Dreams PS4 within the slice mapper after pressing L1 and X on whatever music file you want. Again, you can also do this by holding L2 or R2, sorry. You can also do it on this side. These are envelopes, pretty much a fade sequence. These dots up at the top, you can have fade in and out. And let's go ahead and talk about what EQ is. So I'm gonna open this up in, not this. I'm gonna open up the tweak menu by pressing L1 and square. Then I'm gonna go over to EQ. There's already an EQ here. So these are your highs over here and these are your lows for like your low voices if you have bass. And this right here is technically if you are messing with a microphone, if your voice sounds tinny, you wanna cut that down. Or this one down, this is your second highs, this is your mids, this is your lows. The lower you get, like only dogs can hear like around this frequency. But this right here is how you cut off too much bass and how you clear the vocals. This is how you make it to where you don't sound like you're on a telephone by lowering this. Lowering all of it will effectively lower the volume because you're technically just lowering different parts of the voice. The voice ranges are called frequencies, and that's what these lines are over here, and that is how you clear up your vocals in Dreams PS4. That would be how you would do it. You would also need to use a dynamic compressor. This is how you get the sound wave files to sound level, like the same loudness. You would have to mess with this generally just by turning it on, and then you can mess with this also. And then this right here is also important. Just move this around to where it sounds right. You can also mix and master it. There's a mix and master gadget right here to where you can just instantly heighten and lower the volume. Mixing and mastering is probably even more important than EQ. You can also raise the volume right here or lower it if you want to, and don't forget to put this on once or this on once, or in this stuff right here where it needs to be. And effectively this is how you can get some pretty cool sounds after trimming it. And just L1 and X, click this, then trim, and then You can mess around with it and press triangle. You can press all sorts of other buttons to see what other things do if that's what you need to do. But effectively we pretty much, and you just put different sounds down here. This is pretty much how you trim your sounds in Dreams Ps4. This is how you trim. This right here is how you get to piano roll view, to where you can, like, you know, instead of performing it, which I find this easier if you were to use the chord settings of the arpeggiator and then turn this up. And then you can like look for different sounds and then put them into this, and then you can mess with the notes, how many notes play. This is effectively how you would like do things really quickly just using the arpeggiator. You can look up my tutorial for that with the octave speed, the notes. This is important too, to turn on the notes. You typically want 3 and 6 if you're using rap beats. And then you want to look up on Google what types of sounds go good together, like flutes and stuff, you know what I'm saying, orchestras. You want to look up what things go well together. And then it's usually just 3 and 6 for easy trap beats, you know what I'm saying. That's pretty much it. And you can choose to lower and heighten this, but if you want to like put it into piano roll to where you can easily place the notes down and draw the notes. Let's see here. Is this how you draw notes? I think you have to draw notes. And then you have to press R2, and that's how you would like draw the notes and put them right here. So that's how you do everything. This is how you record right here, but you have to have the right microphone. I'm using a compressor microphone. It doesn't have to be too expensive, but that's what I'm using. And effectively, that should be all you need to know about music in one video. So that's how you trim. That's how you do all that. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm Young Text YouTube on Dreams. Let's go ahead and look at some of my creations just in case you guys need another reason to follow me on Dreams or subscribe. I create games, of course. I also create artwork, and I also create sculptures. This is one of my sculptures. You can look up my How to Remix Characters video if you guys need help remixing, learning how to create characters like this, because that video will show you how to do this. I sculpted this. Just look up my How to Make Realistic Sculptures video. I'm making Polybius. I have For Mars and Back. I have a 2D tutorial. I made a Sonic song, made an Undertale inspired game. Let's just go ahead and look at From Mars and Back. That's the one that I recently made. We'll go ahead and press this. So I know how to do all this stuff. Another reason to look at my tutorials. So that's pretty much me. That's pretty much me. Your boy know what he doing. Your boy knows a lot about music. I make rap music, so don't forget to follow me on Dreams. Don't forget to subscribe if this helps. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.